Oh dear. Hi, lovely. Before I start this beautiful video of Elden Ring content, I want to talk about Rosem Ridgewall. And I can't show you what's in there because I don't want no one to hack me. But you know, you could look store as much cards you want. You got a billfold clip, which is cool. Carbon fiber technology. Now I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm gonna just throw it out there that you guys should get yourself a Ridgewall. Look how many cards it holds up. So you got your little credit cards, your other cards, and all that stuff. Clip for there, and it's gonna be hard for someone to just grab and steal because it's, and not only that, it's portable. And look, not a fat wallet. It can fit in your pants really well, so it doesn't look like your hog's too big and you're turned on when you have it in your pocket because it's a small wallet. So get yourself what's it, Rosem Ridge Wallet. Or you can get your other Ridge Wallet. It don't matter. They're all kind of the same, made of the same stuff. Okay, get back to Elden Ring. This is some Kid Bros Chaos Gaming channel, and we're going to discuss some lore. Some lore pertaining to Elden Ring. Now, this is the male half of Queen America. You know, the female Newman Jesus figure that the Elden Ring has created to be the savior of the Elden Ring, which, that's just little basics besides her little, cuckoo crazy, I want to get rid of death thing. This is the more progressive. This was the more progressive, better, and more logical half, known as Lord Radagon, the second Elden Lord. Now, I would talk about his kids, Radagon, Rykard, and Ronnie, but those are separate characters, and you know, I could do videos on them a little later on. This is going to be fully focused on Lord Radagon, the second Elden Lord, and the better half of Queen America, I should say myself. Alright, to start off, during the shattering, when Queen America has tried to shatter the Elden Ring, Radagon tried to put it back together because he was extremely loyal to the Golden Order. And later on, he went to go fight in Raylocaria, and then instead of bloodshed, he found Renala, and well, he was mesmerized by Renala's beauty. And I should say, I understand his sentiments very well. And this is the woman he popped out Radon, Ronnie, and Rykard. I know that's not in order, but that's exactly what happened. They fell in love. But then he had to leave and betray Renala, but he did leave his wolf, and he did leave an egg for her to cradle with a great rune. So Radagon's not a bad dude. He didn't want to go back to Queen America. Queen America actually forced him and subjugate him, you know, because since this is the other half of America could also destroy Radagon if she wanted to, which I'm pretty sure that's why Radagon had to leave. So it had to look like a betrayal, even though it hurt Radagon, because, I mean, let's be honest, Radagon really loved Renala. Not only that, but Radagon was so open-minded that he was actually trying to learn his wife's magic. I mean, he really loved Renala a lot. Now he was forced to leave because Queen America is, well, what you call, kind of on the whole Karen type of streak, you know. Now, I am not going to be too rude. I mean, her first son dying was kind of a very tragic thing, but that's besides the point. Now, Radagon also hated his red hair because it was a curse given by the giants. Now, there's two ways, and again, Souls games are actually just really interpretation. There is no straight yes or no, or it's confirmed, or that things. Everyone has their fan cans. He could be half a giant himself. Maybe Radagon was actually fully America, and the separation separation actually started because of the slaughter of the Iron Giants and their one-eyed god. Fire Giants and their one-eyed god. But, you know, and if not, if they were already separated before, remember, Radagon actually had the same kind of hair as Marika. This is the male half of Marika. So, the reason why he's got the red hair because he's cursed by the giants. Either he's half a giant already, or if it's Queen Marika's, you know, being separated and the male has the red hair half, which makes sense because all the most powerful characters in Elden Ring have red hair. You know, Radon, Rykard before he turns into Eglade, you know, fusion, and in Ronnie when she had her original body, you can find her corpse with the red hair in that one Great Runes tower after you get the Great Runes from Renala in the, you know, the Grand Library thing. But nonetheless, you know, that Radagon got his red hair from the giants cursing him because the bloodshed of their kin. So Radagon always hated his red hair, even though his red hair was actually a true blessing. He also birthed out Mikola and Malenia, and this is when he's with Marika. Now let's go read the item descriptions. This is a Radagon Scar Seal. A grave Elden rune said to the seal king consort of Radagon. I think this is probably when he's a consort of Renala. It's raised vigor, strength, increases stats, but it also damage taken too, so that's kind of very important typo to actually look into. The seal represents the lifelong duty of those chosen by the gods. And it makes sense, because Radagon's the male half of Queen Marika. Queen Marika has messed up, and Radagon wants to undo what Queen Marika does because he's the more logical, thought-out side of Queen Marika. Queen Marika is the over-emotional, you know, not so logical version, if that makes sense. And maybe the Elden Ring probably did that as well, just to keep their thing going. Now they did bless. They did keep Marika as their savior for a long time until, well, you know, what happened when the people Lands Between didn't like what they were doing. So, you know, Queen Marika got hanged up like you've seen at the inside the Urchery. Now let's talk about the Sword Seal, the legendary talisman of the Elden rune of the King Courts at Radagon. Oh, this is the same one. My bad. But same thing. I think it's a damage increase by a similar measure. But this one greatly raises vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity, which makes sense. If you fought Radagon as a final boss, he has all those. But this was a legendary talisman, so you had to actually go through a huge while to fight him. Now, again, still, there is damage taken from this, so put it on your own risk, or at least make your endurance pretty high. So, pretty much that's exactly... Maybe I might do a little bit later of a Radagon build, but I wanted to put a video up about Radagon because he's one of the other characters I actually like besides, you know, the obvious waifu Ronnie the Witch and Renala and Radon. And Malenia, which, by the way, hi, Once Upon a Tea, get on that stuff. For anyone who knows, get on that stuff right now. But yes, and this one you actually find in the dungeon in Caelid, you know, at the end of the dragons, near Dragon Burrow West, so, and very hard enemies, I should say, so, this is a legendary talisman that probably got thrown out somehow, I don't know, but this is lore stuff. Alright, let's get ready for the next item description. This one you can find it at the Ray Lucaria, at the very edge, if you could, and like it's very hard to find, you have to actually go look for it. Radagon Icon, a legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Radagon, and what is it called? And shortens the casting time for incantations. So pretty much, it can make your spells go quick and fast. A husband of Renala Arya. The red-haired Radagon, scaled sorcery, and the husband of Queen Marika later on, of course. He studied incantations, and like I said, he had studied the incantations that Queen Renala had that he shared with Queen Renala because he wanted to learn his wife's magic. Because not only he was open-minded, he really loved himself Renala. Thus did the hero acquire to be complete. You know, this one will actually just shorten casting stuff. So if you're a caster build, this is actually a good one to put in into your talisman thing. But again, it's at the edge of the academy. Instead of go fight Renala, where you go upstairs to go to Renala, you go right beside after you fight Radagon's Red Wolf, the pet that he put there to protect Queen Renala. You go on the other side, jump, then you go and open a chest, and then there's the Radagon icon. Now, again, I don't have the complete stuff, but that's exactly, the icons is as close as possible what he looked like when he was still human before he conjoined himself back with Queen Marika after, you know, Queen Marika and, you know, Radagon had kids. Yeah, well, let that sink in. It's kind of questionable. I mean, this is George R.R. Martin's writing in the first place. He did write the scenario, so take it as it is if you can. But before they, you know, had Melania Mikola, you know, the Rot Queen herself, and the Eternal Child that was kidnapped by the goth, creepy older brother. Not older, twin brother of Morgoth. Which again, I did the video on him as well. But yeah, yes. But they could join, and then that's why you fight him with the Elden Ring symbol, and then second phase becomes the Elden Beast, because the Elden Ring finally took control of Queen Marika's body at that point. But that's why you do see them speak. But yeah, pretty much just take it as whatever. But it is part of the lore, I guess. Alright, we're going to move on. That's kind of getting into the uncomfortable territories. Now, we'll talk about the Great Sword, Golden Great Sword, Golden Order, Great Sword. Great Sword of the Made of Light, molded after the Elden Ring itself. It's forged by King Consort Radagon so proudly to symbolize the Golden Order once was a legendary army. Now, it was a Moonlight Great Sword, because when you do Ronnie's complete quest, you do get the Moonlight Great Sword as a betrothal item. Which, in this case, what Radagon did with this, he reforged it for the Gold Order, which is very much a straight up betrayal of Queen Renala, which really is disheartening if you think about it, you know, because she didn't really care for much the Golden Order, which, not just because the Golden Order was bad, but because Queen Marika was the one who ordered the war against Rey Lucaria in the first place, and caused all the problems, and also steal the man that she loved, which, yeah, this would be complete betrayal. So this is, I guess, your lore, facts, or discussion, or whatever you want on Second Elden Lord, Lord Radagon, the Second Elden Lord. May the crystal be with you. I'm sorry it's not in depth. I gotta get to work tomorrow, so may the crystal be with you.